In this Lee Diableray conference, we have a very high scientific moment. It's a keynote speaker. We usually invite some extremely well-known scientists to give this keynote lecture. And this year, we're having David Kaas, whom I've been knowing since the last 15, 16 years. Great scientist, great person, and of course, his studies are very famous. And David, can you please tell us, about the data that you're going to present today?
Sure. Thanks for your kind words, Gab. So yeah, my lab, starting now about almost 20 years ago, became very interested in how cyclic GMP and protein kinase G work in the heart. And like many things that I've done that have actually in the end have been most exciting, it was a complete accident. What started off as a very simple little drug study, one thing led to another, and by sort of, mid to early 2000s, suddenly we had a major story that linked heart and Viagra in the same sentence, and you can imagine that got a lot of attention. And when this first came out, and since then, it's now been the last decade and a half, we've really been systematically trying to pull apart how it all works. And I'm going to talk about a number of those short stories now, several news stories that relate to different phosphodiesterases and how they work and how they may indeed be able to be translated for heart failure therapy. I'm going to be describing some of the new things that protein kinase G can do, because we're looking both upstream and downstream. How do we control it? How do we change sort of its downstream targeting? We've known about the ability to manipulate this for a long time. Cardiologists have had nitrates, they've had natriuretic peptides, there are new drugs that Bayer is chasing with clinical trials. This is all known. Still, most of our approaches to this pathway have really been about hemodynamics and lowering wedge pressures or changing blood pressure. And all of our work, and many others in the field, has been demonstrating how potent these signaling molecules are inside the muscle cell, really kind of behind the scenes. This has nothing to do with blood pressure at all. It is not about hemodynamics. It's really fundamental myocyte biology and novel ways in which we think we can treat forms of heart failure. And that's really what the talk's going to be about.
Great. So it's definitely something that's been triggered in the myocardium itself. So it's really a cure for the myocardium and a cure for the myocytes. I'm pretty sure it will be extremely well attended, and I suggest everyone to listen to David's words. Thank you very much.